Welcome to the SharkPreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Green. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Green is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Do you want to become insanely successful? Do you want to be the go-to guru in your industry? Do you want to be talked about for all the right reasons? For over 40 years, Kevin Harrington has helped people just like you become significant influencers. Now he's broken the process down in the Key Person of Influence Roadmap, and it's yours for free. Just text KPI to him at 727-888-2100. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free step-by-step guide. Text KPI to 727-888-2100 to get the recognition you deserve and experience the success as the go-to voice everyone listens to in your industry today. Welcome to the SharkPreneur Show. I am your co-host, Seth Green. Today I have a very special guest with me, Dr. Wayne Phimster. Dr. Wayne, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. It's great to be here. Thanks, Seth.
It is great to have you. Dr. Wayne is a fellow podcaster over at the 21st Century. Pain Solutions for the 21st Century is the name of his show. I highly recommend listening to it. Let's go back in time a little bit. I found that most people in the healing professions have some kind of origin story of why they got in the first place. How did you become Dr. Wayne?
Well, it's, I know just back in high school, I just had a fascination with science, and I had that inner desire just to help people. So it was very simple, really. I just, around the age of 16, 17, I just set my mind to helping people, and I wanted a challenge. So I ended up just deciding on medicine and headed down that path. So off I went at 18 to the University of Aberdeen in Scotland and started the journey right then.
Awesome. Congratulations. And then how did you decide what your medical specialty was going to be?
Well, I ended up deciding on family medicine. You know, up to the point of that decision, it was really pediatrics I was going to go down and investigate and study and learn. But it was interesting, my last week of medical school, 6 years of medical school with a science degree in the middle. And then I sat down one day with a family doctor, and it just felt the right thing. You know, I was there and talking to a patient, a very simple conversation. And I just loved that intimacy of one-to-one, the concept of continuity of care. And from there, I just thought, this is what I need to do. So it was a heartfelt decision at the end of the day. And that's where it all began for family medicine.
Awesome. All right. Now, most family doctors don't do what you do. How did that come about from traditional family medicine to what you're doing now?
Well, I think one of the main reasons I moved from family medicine to pain was way back just after medical school. I had an interesting experience with a patient where I learned that they were interested in alternative medicines. And then I did a little bit of research and found 40% of the Scottish population back then in the 1990s were involved with alternative practitioners. So I myself took up an interest to see why, and went down the path of, you know, learning about hypnosis and rolfing, which is a deep tissue massage therapy, and also Reiki, a healing type therapy, and also acupuncture. So it was just my personal investigation at that time that led me into learning about acupuncture. And, you know, within a month or two of finishing my medical training in family medicine, I chose to learn acupuncture. So from that moment on, there was me into the world of alternative treatments and learning that there are other ways to treat pain and other conditions other than the traditional approach.
So Dr. Wayne, you could have easily stopped there. You could have just done traditional rolfing, forgive the term traditional, rolfing and acupuncture. Instead, you've taken it to a whole nother new level, and you've moved around the world. Talk a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, well, I moved from regular acupuncture to IMS, which is dry needling. And I took on that technique after learning with Chan Gunn here in Vancouver. And Chan really is a groundbreaking approach to pain that's recognized all over this country and also around the world. And it's simply by understanding that when muscles get shortened and tightened, which is a very natural, normal thing, and it's associated with chronic pain, that you can actually release that with an acupuncture needle. So, you know, I jumped into this training. I was passionate about it. Every day I was treating patients. And then over 12 years, you know, gained a lot of experience and knowledge on this subject. And I ended up teaching at university and really loved doing it. But the fascinating thing for me was 3 years ago, I changed my technique to use medical needles versus an acupuncture one. And the main difference here is the shape of the needle. It's hypodermic in nature, therefore you can inject solution or medications. It's got a cutting edge, and it's certainly not as smooth and as refined as an acupuncture needle. And so when you do this and enter it into the body, what happens is you hear a noise, or you feel the resistance of the tissues. And I didn't really know what that was. And it's certainly not something I could read about. And there's no lab tests, there's no sort of scans to inform you, well, what is that noise? What is this resistance in the tissue? So I basically figured out that this is a fascial plane of resistance that accompanies the tightened, shortened muscles. And therefore, I was able to do something extra for my patients. Not only were you releasing muscles, but you're releasing fascia. And for the last 2 years, I've just, again, developed this technique, perfected it, formulated a treatment formula for patients, which involves different aspects of this. And now I'm ready to, you know, take my knowledge to market. I've created an online trigger point course, and now I'm just looking forward to reaching more patients via other doctors around the world, and hopefully they can take on this course too and this learning.
That's absolutely amazing, because there's the patients that you've been treating using this technique. And then as you educate other doctors on how to do it, then there's this giant ripple effect. And you're not just treating the patients you can physically handle, you're now affecting patients literally all over the world by other practitioners.
That's right. Yeah.
That is a beautiful thing. Who is the ideal practitioner to take this on? Who's your ideal client for that course?
It's a physician who deals with chronic pain on a daily basis. That may
Chronic
be
pain patients, not he's in pain. The patients are in pain.
The patients are in pain.
I want to make sure we're clear.
So the doctor is treating patients with pain. A sports physician who's struggling with finding answers to the chronic pain situation. A rehabilitation specialist who, again, is trying to get their patients back to functioning, and you know, they're struggling with this pain concept in the body. You've got medical orthopedics who say don't do surgeries, but they're helping patients mobilize and retrain, maybe through the work of physiotherapy and other treatment modalities. And then you have family doctors who, again, see the majority of patients with pain. Now, family doctors are very busy, and it would need someone with a great interest and you know, a desire to really go beyond what they're normally doing and help all the patients, or as much as they can, with this very simple technique.
That is awesome. For our folks who are watching or listening who might either be physicians or who might be in chronic pain and want to take this to their physician and say, hey, can you learn about this so you can do it on me? What is the best place for them to learn more about you?
Yeah, well, my website, waynephimster.com, is a great start. And from there, you can, you know, register your email, and we can get back in touch with you about that course. Probably the easiest way to.
We'll put that link in the show notes. I just want to make sure everyone knows Phimster with Dr. Wayne. His last name is spelled Phimster. So WaynePhimster.com. We will send everybody there. We'll also send them to the 21st Century Pain Relief Podcast, a great way to learn more about you and the amazing work you're doing. Dr. Wayne, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome. Thank you, Seth.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.